السلام عليكم، مرحبا بكم حلقة جديدة. معكم نجاة English for Beginners Academy. الحلقة ديال اليوم غادي تكون about verb tenses and aspects. الأغلبية فيكم كيعرفوا غير tenses in English، اوكي، ولكن اليوم بغيت نشرح لكم الفرق ما بين tenses وال aspects وباش غتفهموا شويه، لانه ملي كيعطيكم شي مره تمارين كيكون شويه صعيب على التلاميذ باش غادي يعرفوا شمن تنس ولا شمن التصريف اللي غادي يديروا فيه هذاك الفعل اللي كيعطيوهم بين قوسين. اوكي، الحلقه ديال اليوم غادي نحاول نشارك معكم ونشرح لكم الفرق ما بين tenses والaspects، وان شاء الله غادي تفهموا شويه، ولانها كما قلت غادي تسهل عليكم ملي تبقاو ديروا دوك التمارين ديال conjugation ديال verb tenses ولا aspects في الهومورك ديالكم ولا test ولا anything that you're taking. Okay, and actually it's not gonna be like a full course اللي غادي نشرحوا فيه tenses على حده، لان الفيديو غادي يكون طويل. So هذه it's gonna be like an introduction باش غادي تفهموا the difference between them، وباش كنشرحوا امتى غادي نستعملوا مثلا present perfect، امتى غادي past perfect، امتى غادي نستعملوا present tense، امتى، وكيكون هذاك اللبس نعطيكم اشارات ولا تفهموا بعد التعاريف ديالهم. اوكي، ومن بعد غادي نديروا دروس مفصله بالنسبه لكل واحد فيهم. Okay, to start with, so what is tense? Okay, tense refers to the absolute location of an event or action in time. هي إشارة tense. ملي كنهضروا على tense ولا الزمن، هو زمن محدد. It's an absolute, it's not relative, it's an absolute location of an event اللي كيوقعوا شي أحداث في واحد المدة زمنية محددة. Okay, so it's absolute. This location of time can be either in the past, present, or the future. So, with that being said, when we talk in English about tenses, we have three tenses. Yes, you can hear me right. We have three tenses. Some people they will say, "Oh, hold on one second, I'm not going to watch you because we have 12 tenses in English." Yes, I know what I'm talking about. So we're talking about tenses, okay? So the tenses we have past, present, and future. We have these three tenses in English. You're gonna bear it with me and you're gonna understand in a moment. All right, so when we talk about tenses or about tense, it is usually marked by an inflection of the verb. What's an inflection? The inflection is the change in the form of the word to express like a grammatical function. Sometimes it can be like a gender, sometimes it's going to be like case, it depends. So there is a change that we apply on the word, and that makes a difference depending on the context. So that's what we call inflection. وبالعربية هي التصريف، فاش كنصرفوا الأفعال في زمن الماضي، الحاضر and future. Okay, هذا هو tense. What's tense in English? Alright, to understand a little bit more, so I'm giving you here a few examples. Okay, right, so Sarah plays soccer. So here we're talking about the present tense. Okay, present tense, زمن الحاضر. How do we know that it's present tense and not any other tense? By adding the inflection S, which is this transformation inflection S to the root verb to play. Okay, so play, it's a present tense, and also it is a gender because it's Sarah. Okay, and it is also like third person singular, so it's a number too. So these are all the grammatical functions like that related to the number, to gender, to case and stuff. So that's why we added an S, because we have Sarah here is third person. So, and this, by adding S, we are showing the present tense. So the inflection ولا التصريف كيورينا شمن زمن اللي كنصرفوا فيه فعل. So I hope you get the idea. But we're gonna do it again with the past tense. Sarah played soccer. You can add yesterday and stuff, and this is not the video where we can give you like those keywords and stuff. This is just like to get an overview of this, and like just like an introduction. So Sarah played soccer. This is past tense. Why? Because we added the inflection ed to the root verb or the base word, which is play. It's gonna be ed. So it's okay. This one happened in the present, and this one is happened in the past. Now the third one is Sarah will play soccer, or Sarah is going to play soccer. Here we are indicating the future tense. How? By using the model auxiliary will. So will is a model auxiliary that we use to help the root verb, which is play, and to indicate the future tense. Here we use this inflection to show the past. Here we added not just like a suffix, but like we added a whole new word to the verb, which is a model auxiliary to indicate the future tense. The same thing here, we can express the future tense by using a semi-auxiliary to be going to, okay? So, and the be should be tense. That means should be conjugated into the tense that you're, like the aspect that you are planning to describe. So Sarah is going to play soccer. So is going to or will, both of them, they indicate the future tense, an action that will take place in the future, okay? And that's an absolute. It's happening in the future. It happened in the past, and it happened right there in the present tense. Hopefully by now you understand that the definition of tense in English, and that we have three, as I mentioned. Now to the aspect. So what is aspect in English? Aspect refers to the temporal structure of an action or state. هنا قلنا absolute. Here we're talking about something temporary. It's relative, okay? It's not absolute. In other words, it expresses an ongoing actions or states with or without distinctive endpoint. Now that's the difference, because they can have an end, or they cannot have an end point, but they are an ongoing situations or events or states. That's what makes them different from the absolute when we talk about tense. Okay, and in English, as opposed to three in here, we have four aspects. Four aspects. We have the simple aspect, progressive, perfect, and perfect progressive. These are the aspects, okay, that we have. All right, so to make it clearer a little bit, let's check out these examples right here. We have Sarah plays soccer. Sarah played soccer. If we use the tense strategy over here, we're gonna talk about present tense and past tense, right? But here, both of them, they are they are selected under the umbrella of simple aspects. So they are gathered under the umbrella of simple aspect. And why? How can I know as a learner, like what's an aspect, what's a tense? So when we talk about a simple, or the difference between these four aspects, the simple aspect usually refers to actions that are like habits, or like actions that are neither completed or continuous. So some actions, actions they make ما تسالوش وماشي continuous. Have two features of being completed or continuous. It's gonna be repetitive. هما الكي word ديال aspects، لأنهم هما اللي كي يحددوا لنا باش غنقولوا واش aspect ولا tense, because the tense is something absolute. These are temporary, depending whether if the action is completed. سالت الأكشن ولا ما زال خدامة الأكشن, if it's continuous or not, okay, or if it's completed or not, ولا مستمرة في الزمن الماضي ولا مستمرة في زمن الحاضر ولا just finished, okay. So as you can see راه عندهم علاقة هما متداخلين وغادي نكملوا نشرحوا باش غادي يزيدوا تفهموا. Sarah is playing soccer. Sarah was playing soccer. Sarah will be playing soccer, okay. Again here, like you can add any indications like or keywords like in the future or like in 10 days or like tomorrow, but we're not doing those right now in this video. Here, just to mention that the progressive aspect, we add the ing, the word to be tense, like you can conjugate it. So we see here, this is like a present, and this is past, and this is future, but all of them, they are under the progressive aspect. See how they are gathered under the umbrella of progressive. And how can I know when to use this one? هذا هو مربط الفرس ملي كيعطيكم تمرين وكيقول لك شرح ليا ولا conjugate the words between both into the correct tense or aspect. So that's how you're gonna know which one to choose from all of this. So for the progressive aspects, so these are, it's as the word indicates, is progressive. That means شي حاجة اللي continuous or an action that's happening over a period of time. But the keyword here is that's not completed. That action is not completed. Remember, complete and continuous, these are keywords to understand هادوك aspects or present perfect and all that stuff. So in this one, progressive, the action is not completed but it's like continuous. Third one, Sarah has played soccer, or like Sarah had played soccer. So here, if we talking about tense, it's present and past, but both of them again under the perfect aspect, okay. These are actions that are completed but not continuous. The action is completed but it wasn't continuous like over a period of time, but it's still relevant to the speakers in the present moment. So it has more or less some impact on the speakers like at the present time. That's why, but it's not continuous. It's completed, okay. Last one, Sarah has been playing or had been playing soccer, okay. This is perfect progressive aspect, okay, and as you may already guess, it is perfect but progressive. It's the combination of the two that makes it refers to the completed portion of an ongoing action. So that means these are actions that are both continuous and completed, okay. Again, so هادو both completed and continuous. This one completed but not continuous. These are continuous but not completed. This one neither completed or continuous, okay. Hopefully you get an idea about this for you, especially as a part هذه, because sometimes you already know the formula of like past perfect, present perfect, or like present continuous, or like future perfect, just that you know the formula. But sometimes when they give you the exercise or like in the test, you don't know which formula to use because you don't know the situation or like the action, or like why should I use this one and not the other one, okay. Hopefully these explanations here will help you tackle that part. To sum it up, okay, or things like to take away from this video, inshallah, tense indicates whether the verb occurred in the past, present or future. That's like the takeaway, okay. When we talk about aspect, it indicates whether the verb is continuous, completed, both of these, like continuous and complete, or neither. So all verbs, you should know that they have both tense and aspect. All verbs, without exception, both they have tense and aspect together. So we mentioned 3 tenses and 4 aspects. The total of the possible combinations between tense and aspects, we do the combination as you see here, like combinations of these 2. That will give us the 12 tenses that we have in English, and which we will be tackling in future videos, inshallah, with throughout explanation and about keywords that you use to know which tense or aspect that you will be using to answer the question that you have in your test. كانت هذه هي النهاية ديال الحلقة. أتمنى أنكم استفدتوا ولو شي حاجة مبسطة من هذا الفيديو، وأنكم عرفتوا على الأقل الفرق بين التنس والاسبيكت وإمتى كنديروهم، خاصة هذا البارت هذه يسهل عليكم باش تجاوبوا الأسئلة ديالكم بكل ثقة إن شاء الله. وشكرا على المتابعة، وكنتمنى ديروا لي لايك شير هذا الفيديو باش يعمل فائدة مع أصحابكم. وقبل ما نسالي هذا الفيديو بغيت نشارك معكم واحد المعلومة، وممكن تكتبوا لي الكومنت في الكومنت بيلو. اليوم كانت كطيح الشتا تقريبا فاش كنت كنصاوب هذا الفيديو. So it's been raining since 8 o'clock. So which aspect or tense I used in this sentence, okay? And if you have any questions as well, feel free to write them down in the comment below. Thank you so much. كانت معكم نجاة. Take care.